are long. You're looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music, where they get in the swing, and you look for the king. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music high. A little bit of jazz music, oh, and you got in the mood for dance. And when you get a chance, oh, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yeah, you can dance, you can jive.
Hey, everybody. And by everybody, I mean you on the stream. Hey, everybody. Oh, we're getting feedback. Oh, there's too many mics. Oh, why did I allow people back in the theater? That's beside the point. What I'm getting your attention for is we've got a late participant, so we're gonna give it a couple more minutes. So hang out there. Chat if you want. I'll interact. I don't know. But give us a couple more minutes, and we will be getting the rebuttal started soon.
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wounds not healing, life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I've listened to preachers, I've listened to fools. I watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. One person conditioned to rule and control. Hey, and the media sells it. Oh, and you play the role. Oh, mental wounds not healing. Life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. Well, you gotta listen to my heads of a cold war. That's what we've become. Inherited trouble. I'm mentally numb. Oh, crazy. I just cannot bear. Hey, I'm living with something. Oh, that just isn't fair. Oh, mental wounds not healing. Who and what's to blame? Going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
do the thing, guys, shall we? Figure out I only have two hands. All right. Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the. Oh no, it's coming through. This one's for the. Oh, okay. Sorry. That one wasn't muted, so it was coming back through. All right, starting again. Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Bodi Pozi Comedy presents The Rebuttal. Please welcome to the stage your host, Derek.
Yo! Welcome. We are live. Yeah. Dan, hello, Dan. Hello, Derek. Hello. Excellent. It's excellent to be with you. You look lovely.
Thank you. I try.
I'm thrilled to hear you.
My mic doesn't work, does it?
I don't know. Not
Hello?
yet.
I don't think it does. There we go. Now it works.
Your mic works.
There we go. All right.
Here in this world of real live comedy, we wait for our microphones to work.
We do.
Woo!
Right.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here
Yes.
with you. This is our first time together back inside the theater. That's not true,
right.
is it? Is it true?
Well, we did the outside last
Outside,
month.
okay.
This is our first time inside.
First time back. And to celebrate that, I thought it would be really fun for us to play with another show I enjoy a lot, Rebuttal. But before we get to that, I would love for you to grace this audience with a little bit of your stand-up. And I'm getting feedback a little, and I'm going to stay away from that speaker. And but otherwise, you're not going to get that.
I'm not near the speaker, am I? No.
But Bodi Pozi Comedy is a show we did all through the pandemic. We did it once a month. We did stand-up, and we used Zoom to get people in. And it was a lot of fun.
It was. I don't like Zoom comedy, though.
You don't like Zoom comedy?
I gotta admit it. I don't. I'm not gonna be. I'm being a downer now, aren't I?
No.
But I'm just saying, just seeing just the faces on a screen. It's just no. I want to see you. I want you to talk back to me. I want to be talked back to.
You want to be talked back to?
I want to be talked back to. Talk back to me, baby.
Well, you at home in the chat, follow Dan, the Can't Stand Up Comedian on Instagram, and talk back to him.
That's right.
Respond to his thoughts. He wants to hear from you. And I'd love to hear from you now. So whenever you're ready, my friend.
I'm ready.
These people. Okay.
Thank you. How is everybody doing tonight? Yes. Make it loud. I am Dan, the Can't Stand Up Comedian. I think pronouns are important, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you my pronouns. My pronouns are he, him, and hot rod. I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant rolling through the room right away and tell you about myself. I've been in a wheelchair for my whole life. I have a birth defect called spina bifida. Now, there are three different types of spina bifida. There's occulta, meningocele, and myelomeningocele. Now, myelomeningocele is the most severe form, and that's the form I have. Because you know what? If you're going to commit to something for your whole life, you go all in or you get the fuck out. Yeah. And actually, I like telling people I have myelomeningocele, though, because it doesn't sound like I have a disability. It sounds like I have a ninja seal. My ninja seal's name is Milo. It'd be pretty cool when a bunch of little seals out there kung fu fighting with their flippers. So anyway, I was born in a wheelchair. No, wait. I wasn't born in a wheelchair. It would have sucked for my mom. Although I was a really quick birth. I mean, once the doctor finished building the ramp, I just shot right out. I will tell you, though, it does kind of bother me when the first thing people notice about me is my wheelchair all the time, Anytime I see somebody staring at my wheels, it's like, hey, buddy, my eyes are up here. Yeah. One of my biggest dreams growing up was to compete in the Paralympics someday. I never got there as an athlete, but I did go as a spectator one time. So I was going to tell you guys about my favorite sports that I saw while I was there, but I figured instead of telling you, I'm going to show you, okay? So I'm going to act out 3 sports, and you just yell it out when you know what I'm doing, okay? So here's the first one. That one's easy. Come on. All right. Here's the second one. Wheelchair hurdles. Yes. All right. That kind of hurt, actually. All right, third and final one. Here we go. Swimming. That is an excellent guess, but actually the answer we were looking for is drowning. Yeah, you can't swim in a wheelchair. Tell you one more thing. My wife and I, we just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. 15 years later, people still ask me, hey, is your wife in a wheelchair too? I don't go around asking you, hey, so does your spouse also ask really fucking stupid questions? No, she's not in a wheelchair. She has a fetish for them. My lady likes her role play. ROLL. Thank you very much. That's my time. Derek, bring back Derek.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Dan.
you.
I love it.
I love you too.
Let's get the rest of our show up here with us tonight. Please put your hands together for Jenna, your judge, Ashley Monique, our guest, our other guest, Amy Allen. I said the right name. Did I say the? Oh, God damn it! Oh, see, we'll rewind. Comedy, rewind. Internet, you're going to come back with us. I'm going to apologize deeply, and Jenna will say something into my ear, hopefully.
Introducing Amy E. Nelson.
Nelson, I'm so sorry. Woo! I'm trying to rile up my good friend before a comedy show, Only insiders will understand. But enough with the inside jokes. We are doing Rebuttal tonight. And Rebuttal is a show where we take one issue, we take a topic, and we'll debate about that pretty seriously, but maybe a little funny too. Jenna, here is our judge. Hi, Jenna, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking.
I'm glad. And how are you feeling?
I feel really good. I'm excited to hear what everybody has to say about our topic tonight.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna move down, and we just talked to Dan. Ashley.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you for coming out. And you're a stand-up comedian?
I am.
Wow. And how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling contrarian tonight.
Contrarian?
Yeah.
Might you be the devil's agent?
Perhaps I'm advocating for the devil.
I love it, and I think that's going to play really well. And one of my other friends and yours just slipped into our lives right now. Adrian, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Sorry, I was trying to get some TNA shots of some local celebrities. Just time got away from me.
It's impressive, your commitment. You look good, smell a little maybe creepy. But
incredibly. All of us are creepy. Don't trust any of us.
No, yeah, you're probably right there. And thank you for being here.
Anytime.
And Amy Nelson, my friend missing a microphone. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, thank you. I'm very prepared. Have lots of notes, did some research.
Lots of notes and research.
It's going to be a great debate.
You've done our show before, you've debated before, and it was amazing and inspired me and made me change my own opinion on the subject. Shook me to my core, and I look forward to more of that.
It's the goal.
And how you feeling, Amy?
It's a little warm.
A little warm? It is a little warm.
I'm hydrated, I'm nourished, I'm ready to go.
Live comedy is warm. And Dan, how you feeling?
I'm doing great. I'm a little warm too. I should have dressed like you.
I'm also warm. Wigs are warm, as opposed.
I should have worn my bra though.
The bra's less warm.
Less warm.
But it's warmer than no bra. That's as a new bra wearer. It's warmer than no bra. I've learned. Yeah. In the idea of wearing bras and the pressure to or not to wear a bra, we're talking
to wear or not to wear.
Yeah, that's the pressure we're under tonight. And we're going to play with that, and we're going to play that out as we discuss, should the media take some responsibility for the mental health of celebrities? Damaging and questioning and breaking down that mental health. My favorite example of this is Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan was a teen idol in America and grew up on TV. And then as a 20-something was drinking and driving and was a horrible tyrant in the media. But she was also just kind of a lady doing lady stuff and having too much attention. Well, let's see what our Jenna, any thoughts?
Yes, I just want to bring us back to focus, though, on whether the media has should have anything to say about, or any responsibility with people's mental health in the celebrity era.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I will pass that to our first team. And we're going to start with the devil's advocate. Oh, no. Oh, please. Oh, you seem so ready. So, Dan, go ahead. No. Oh, I'm sorry. You're just trying to share a microphone. I got so nervous.
She's literally the devil.
I know.
Right now.
I just saw you
literally
pass
the
the
devil.
microphone, and I was like, oh, maybe they're ready. I just thought maybe out of the corner of my eye you were ready to talk, and I was going to let you. But Ashley, please start us off.
All right. Well, as the devil's advocate, I'm going to say that I am more used to responding to people's arguments than making them. But I do have something to say on this topic. First of all, the media. Who is the media? What is it? It's a system of people contributing and consuming. And who is consuming? People buying tabloids, buying magazines. If people weren't interested in the tabloids, in the magazines, they wouldn't be buying them. There wouldn't be a niche in the market for the media to fill. So is the media really to blame for the scrutiny of celebrities, or is it all of you who are buying and partaking in the cycle? That is the question I have.
Thank you. Dan, please, go ahead.
If the media wasn't there to provide all the information 24/7, people wouldn't be as interested. They wouldn't. You know how people are. They forget about shit all the time. So if they didn't have the constant beratement of the media all the time, I'm gonna double fist it. Here we go. All right, now you really have to listen to me. Is this one now? What the fuck, company?
That's why I just started doing it. I was trying to let you talk.
I'm done. I don't remember what I was. I'm done.
Thank you.
I object.
So I think
I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you. I think that's good, right? Yes, that's good.
it is.
Terrifying.
We can thud with the other side of it. I thought it'd make you laugh. Comedy. We've seen that Ashley, the devil here, and seemingly the photographer are defending the media. And I'd like to hear from the other side. Amy. Thank you.
Thank you for the floor, our gracious host and judge.
Oh.
You're welcome.
So, especially recently, bullying has been a prevalent topic of discussion, and it's not okay. And it's not okay no matter who does it. And the media absolutely bullies celebrities that are having a hard time. And we watch their degradation. We watch them fall further and further into mental turmoil, and the media makes profit off of that, and that's really disgusting. That it's almost like a circus. And yes, we are consumers. You're correct, Ashley. But if it wasn't being provided, we wouldn't be able to buy it, right? Yeah. So if it was like a car, if the media kept damaging a car, they would be responsible for that damage. So if they are damaging someone's mental health by putting out stories or leaks or whatever it is, they're responsible for that as well. Do you have anything to add, Dan, or are we going back and forth real quick?
No, I'm good.
I like that, and I heard clearly.
I do have one. I do have one example that I want to bring up, though, recent. Naomi Osaka, she's a tennis player. She dropped out of the French Open because she didn't want to do the media day. She's 23 years old. Can you imagine being 23 years old and having to sit in front of the world's media and talk about this huge event that you're just trying to get ready for? You know, so she caught all kinds of shit for dropping out, but, you know, I feel like she didn't really have a choice.
Right. So just to clarify, are you purporting that it was a direct cause of the media that made her drop out?
I don't think it was a direct cause, but I think it was, no, actually, I retract that. Yes, it was, because she said she didn't want to meet with the media. And yes, that's part of the job, but, you know, you also have to take into someone's mental state before they go in front of the media.
Okay.
Thank you. And I heard Amy's making the kind of concise point that once the media is profiting from a story, then they're kind of taking a claim. You know, that is their profit is benefiting from someone's mental health as they're reporting or sensationalizing it. Would the devil's advocate have anything in response to that? 30 seconds.
Sure. I think the media absolutely is profiting, and I think, if anything, that supports my argument that people are buying it. And the fault ultimately still lies with the consumer. Also, in the specific case of Naomi Osaka, she was fined by the French Open for not participating in the media. And I would say that that is more the fault of the French Opens than the media's. She was like, I don't want to do the interviews. The media was like, okay. And the French Open was like, excuse me. So I think the French Open is who we should be getting down on right now.
Ashley,
Damn
thank
French
you.
Open.
Please. No. Oh. Well, you have written some things down there, Adrian, and I would love to hear from you.
I write things down just to make it seem like I'm thinking about stuff, but I'm actually going to say what I was going to say a long time ago. Look, I am the media, okay? I do it. I take pictures. But I just think about it this way. Holding media outlets responsible for instance, Britney Spears' mental health crisis in 2007 is like holding media outlets responsible for the Bennifer breakup of 2004. Not with me yet? Not with me yet? No, really. How come the media is only responsible for the bad stuff? Oh, wait, can we do this? Holding media outlets responsible for Lindsay Lohan drinking too much is like holding media outlets responsible for me drinking too much. Wait, will that work? Can I tell my boss that I was 3 hours late to work with a hangover because a website wrote bitchy shit posts about me? Oh, I can't? I still have to go to work even if people are mean to me? Okay, how about this one? Holding media outlets responsible for Kurt Cobain's death is like totally ignoring the fact that Courtney Love killed him, you guys. Come on. Come on.
I'm also going to chime in and say Bennifer's back together, so all's well that ends well, you know.
It all comes full circle. And I would just like to end with a quote and then a response to the quote by one Eleanor Roosevelt. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. And if you have a serious mental health illness, it actually doesn't matter what anyone says about you because it's a biochemical process in your brain. So, for instance, schizophrenia, as early as 1948, psychoanalysts were saying that schizophrenia was caused by cold and distant mothering. No. Schizophrenia is caused by brain processes, and it has nothing to do with the friends and family. You know, suddenly millions, hundreds of thousands of family members who have a loved one who has schizophrenia have lived with guilt and shame because they were told, oh, you did this to this person. It's like, no, a serious mental illness is fully physical in the brain. There is nothing that somebody can say to you that will make you mentally ill. And we can see that also with Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera. They both were they were both 16 years old, highly sexualized young women. They've both done different things with their careers, but only one of them is under conservatorship. There's a very good argument to be made that with or without media pressure, Britney Spears could be under conservatorship today.
In my own research for today, Jenna, I did see the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera argument. It's a classic argument. Dan, any thoughts? Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears?
Any thoughts?
Why didn't Christina?
Well, I don't think
shave
that
her
Christina. That's a good question.
Amy, why didn't Christina shave her head?
Different people are different and react to things differently, and that's okay. That just because people are different doesn't mean that they should not be viewed with empathy and compassion. And it seems that at times the media, especially because they're profiting, will be targeting people without empathy or compassion. And I think, especially with Me Too and bullying and all these topics that are coming up that are very important and very relevant to all of us, the media needs to lay off. And also they have a code of ethics. I don't know if anyone knows this. Media has a code of ethics that they don't follow. And privacy is a right. And to harp on and to throw out a narrative into the echo chamber of this demise and this turmoil, this mental turmoil that these celebrities are going through is really disgusting. And it's magnifying something that's already insanely hard. It's hard for normal people. It's also probably especially hard for celebrities because they're always in the spotlight.
Thank you.
I mean, celebrities are just people too, and people have mental health issues. And to say that a celebrity can't have a mental health issue is unfair.
I don't know if that's quite the question. It's who's responsible for the benefiting from that illness or contributing to it. Ashley, I saw you. Were you winding up over there?
Well, I just had a quick note about the Christina v. Britney issue.
Please.
I'm just gonna say it. Christina's got the pipes, okay? Christina's out there doing those vocal gymnastics. She ain't got time to have a mental breakdown.
From my own experience, choreography caused me much more emotional strain than singing. And Britney did bring more choreography. Maybe that does contribute.
I feel like the media was more focused on Britney than they were on Christina in an unfair way. You didn't see, not that I remember anyway, and of course I didn't really pay attention to them at the time, but I don't remember a lot of negative publicity about Christina.
To put it back in your court and refocus,
Okay.
I think the question of profiting, the question of, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm just going to give it back.
What?
Object.
Please.
Oh, I just...
Yeah.
Object to me for getting my thought.
Yeah.
That's good. That's I love it. And
Overruled.
oh, good.
Okay,
I'm glad we got through that.
Is that a paper, like an envelope opener? Like, what is
I think
that?
it's a weapon.
It is a weapon, but like, where would that have even come from?
I don't know, but I'm starting to like it.
Is it
It's
shipping?
a throwing knife, I think. Try throwing it across the room, see if it sticks. Like, throw it high.
Go ahead, argue with me.
Back to live comedy, and we're already threatening the audience with weapons.
Duck.
You gave it to me.
Can I just say
Please.
something in defense of my slimy, disgusting industry? Look. Okay, so yeah, some of my colleagues went and took pictures of Britney Spears, other people without clothing. But you don't have to go to the club. But if you do, you don't have to not wear underwear. I'm just, it's like, who's responsible? It's like, there's.
So we expect celebrities to self-surveil because someone might catch them in a dark moment.
Motherfucker, I'm going to tell you this right now. You better be wearing underwear all the time. Even you normal people. There are creepy people like me, and I'm making it easy. I got the hat. I got the fucking, there are birds on my Hawaiian shirt. And I have giant cameras. There are people in grocery stores. They will take their phones, and they go like this, and they will try to take pictures of women up women's skirts. This is a real thing. I was so horrified when I read this. But I'm like, I wasn't actually, because I'm super sleazy and gross.
I want to add to that or ask a question about that.
Sure.
So that act itself is illegal to do. There is responsibility there, and the person who is taking those pictures has the responsibility of not doing that. They'll get in trouble, which is a great segue back into our point.
Thanks for keeping it
Does the
focused.
media have responsibility for doing this to celebrities?
And with your concise arguments, it reminded me privacy. I wanted to make all of us discuss the idea of privacy. I think that is such an honest and clear truth of it that even the devil has to have an idea of privacy.
Well, I am in all of your thoughts and hearts, so
Thank you for
100%.
that. Thank you for that.
Fair enough.
so none of you have privacy
right.
for me. But regarding privacy and the media and celebrities, celebrity is not a private thing. Celebrities themselves are profiting from their own lack of privacy, from their own exposure, from their own broadcasts. We would not have the Free Britney movement that you all love so much without the media. Celebrities thrive in the media
Paradox.
as much as they are purported to be hurt by it. So I think there's that aspect as well that is not talked about enough. And I think my friend here is doing some great work.
My friend here's doing the best work. Also, to piggyback related to privacy, there are, it is true, privacy is important. We all kind of have it. However, the standards of privacy are different for private individuals versus famous people. And that's reflected in the law, including in libel and slander laws.
Every person has the right to have a private life, to have things that don't get out there to anyone. Everyone has that right, and the media takes that right away from celebrities, whether celebrities want them to or not. Celebrities don't want them to.
That is sometimes true, although, for instance, the case of Jennifer Aniston, I guess, somebody got a picture of her knockers. Good job, that guy. But he did it by she didn't go out to the club just bearing them out. She was inside her apartment, and they went up and somehow got a picture through the blinds. She took the dude to court, and he lost. So that's why you haven't seen those pictures, and that's why that guy's might be in jail.
Do you know why he
there
lost?
I don't know. I could pretend, I could make stuff up.
You can.
I think he lost, quite frankly, because he wasn't doing his job right. Like, look, you need all the cameras, you need the flashy shirt, and you go out in public and you let people know, hey, I'm here to abuse you and exploit you. And it's the honor system among the thieves of privacy and mental health.
Abuse and exploit are strong words. I think we can back away from that type of language.
So actually, it was only when the talkies started in the 20s that celebrities started being exploited in the new ways that they are currently. The press used to have to ask to take a picture of them, ask to do a story on them, and now there is no such consent. We've thrown that all out the window. People can be stalked night and day on their digital platforms, in person, at their houses, their loved ones, and that is just too much.
Well, social media has made it so much worse.
Absolutely. It amplifies it like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's endless. It's a 24-hour cycle. It's inescapable. And, I'm a normal person. I'm not a celebrity. Everyone has issues. But as someone was saying earlier, if I look shitty in a bathing suit, a million people aren't going to say so. I'm not going to get all these assumptions and comments from all these different outlets, all these different people all across the world. It'll just be my friend being like, you should pull it out of your ass. Something like that.
Mm. Is a public social media profile equivalent to seeking fame?
No, because you're saying what's on your public media page.
Devil?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, it is, because I have a social media account. Please follow me on @TrashlyMonique on Instagram. I'm trying to get famous.
And
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Jenna. That is exactly where I was going to take the conversation. Are we subjecting ourselves to such criticism, to such media, by performing publicly or publicly to the internets?
I would say yes. I would say performing publicly, exposing yourself publicly is at the very heart of performance. And
There's no such scale as with Britney and Lilo. Is that what we call her? Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan.
I'll allow it.
Diana. Oh, the shout out for How about Diana?
Can we hear an argument for Princess Di?
From us?
You probably don't want to hear it from us.
We'll hear from
I got one, but
if one...
Yes, be careful.
If one is afraid of the media in such a way that they're fleeing at a dangerous pace, who takes responsibility for that?
I think the driver of the car. I mean,
Sure.
Oh, that's
I mean, I don't think it's the media.
Driver.
It's the media. It's the media. It's the media. It's absolutely the media.
Let's hear more on that argument, please.
It's the media.
Commitment.
If they were not being chased,
I mean,
they wouldn't have gone
yes,
fast and crashed.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously the driver has some responsibility, but the driver driving recklessly because they're trying to get the fuck away from the paparazzi. The paparazzi's not there; they're not driving like crazy.
Well,
Sorry about that.
To that, I would like to hear. I'd like to hear, Ashley. Should a celebrity then let the media catch them? You know, is the alternative to then be consumed by the crowd?
You know, I actually think that the optimal solution would be a Peter Parker Spider-Man sort of deal where you sell your own pictures to the media. Bring the profits back to you, baby.
I'm pretty sure we agree with that.
Agree, yeah.
Concise. I think that's the Kim Kardashian. Go ahead, Dan. Into your microphone voice.
I don't know. I didn't have it.
Oh, I'm so, like, I really want Dan to talk, and I think he is every moment. And I'm just gonna turn more. Look at Jenna.
Because that implies consent, right? So if you're taking your own pictures, you're selling them back to the media. Similarly with stories and interviews that you're agreeing to, it's not that someone was in your bushes and saw that you cooked chicken when you said you were vegan last week. Like, it's not something like that. Even though that is not concerning mental illness, we're not exactly focusing. Apologize, Jenna.
But don't we
I'll
all
allow
want to know who the fake vegans are? I mean, really, deep in our hearts, because vegans are annoying as fuck, and when we find out that they're a fake vegan, that's even more annoying.
I'm not saying it's not juicy. I'm saying
Juicy
it's not
like
right.
a sweet juicy chicken.
Yeah, like a vegan, like a juicy vegan.
Juicy vegan chicken.
Yeah, are vegans juicy? I don't know.
It depends on the vegan. Everybody's an individual. Who am I to judge?
That's true.
With a taste test, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay, we're moving back.
And with that, we're going to go into our second to last section. I want to hear from each of you. I would like each of you to make the best argument you can for if the photographer photographing through Jennifer Aniston's window, if we know it was a guy, if he was charged, definitely a he, thank you. We know it was. If he was charged, why? Why was he found guilty? I'd like to hear from each of you.
If he was charged, why was he found guilty?
Yes.
You know what? This is America. This is an American legal system, and I think that distinction should be made. It's a legal system, not a justice system. My man Bill Cosby was just released from jail. What does guilt even mean anymore?
Nothing.
The devil even likes Bill Cosby.
Oh, the devil loves Bill Cosby.
I'm a little disappointed, devil. A little bit.
Bill Cosby's funny as fuck. Let's not lie.
Amy, thank you. You beat me to it. Thank you for the Bill Cosby inquiry. That's enough of your time, actually. Dan,
yes.
Why was the photographer found guilty?
Why was he found guilty? Well, it's a little bit of an invasion of privacy there.
That makes sense to me.
I think that would be the charge. It's not a sexy answer, but that's what I got.
I like the truth. The truth may not be sexy. Amy, why was the photographer found guilty?
He was trespassing.
Damn.
That is a law.
And peeping Tom. That's like, I'm pretty sure there's laws about that.
Very
Someone can fact
specific
check me,
ones.
but
I think so.
not allowed. Like, there's literal laws so that you don't sneak up someone's window and take pictures of their knockers through their blinds. There's literal laws for that.
And for some reason, those laws don't apply to the beach. You know, if someone's at the beach, you can photograph them.
They put themselves on the beach.
Yeah.
Public.
Yeah.
And you're strengthening your own argument by saying the beach is consent, more consent than at home.
It doesn't. Okay, we're a little unfocused right now. So focusing on mental health, like the mental health degradation of celebrities due to the echo chamber that is the media and social media. That is the problem, and they should be held accountable. They should follow their own code of ethics, and it's not okay to to poke at something that's already damaged and hurting and trying to be private about it.
Thank you.
Can I just make my last point here? Like, does the media cause this? I think a better question is, how can it not? I mean, can you imagine just 24 hours you're out there, just every little fucking thing you do is just obsessed over, and how much that would just I couldn't. I don't want to. I would never want to be famous because I couldn't deal with that. And I guess again that's part of the job. You know, you're supposed to know going into it that could happen. But it's just it's not okay. It's
perfectly from there. I would love our photographer to respond to that first, because I know I skipped you in that last turn. But first respond to, would you at this moment accept that celebrity?
Hell no. But if I did, basically you have to have strong boundaries in place, and boundaries aren't about telling other people what they can do. So you don't tell somebody, oh, you're not allowed to yell at me. What you tell somebody if you're having boundaries is, I don't allow myself to be yelled at. If you continue to yell, I will leave the conversation, and then you do. So Josh Hartnett, for instance, I only know this because my buddy in high school who I roomed with, who turned out to be kind of crazy, but maybe we all are, apropos, was obsessed with Josh Hartnett, and she said very admiringly, oh, when he's not making a movie, he goes back home to Minnesota. He's only in LA when he's making a movie. And it's like, that's how Josh Hartnett dealt with fame and dealt with the scrutiny, because if you're in, Podunk, Minnesota, it actually doesn't matter if you're Josh Hartnett, because they've got other shit to do, and it's not the fucking wasteland bubble that is Southern California, LA celebrity culture.
If you're out there in Minnesota, I know you have very big buildings. There's a lot of big buildings and underground buildings. You got a lot going on. It's not all podunk. Other than that was very concise. That was my only problem.
I did not mean to shit talk the grand state of Minnesota or its wonderful people and all of its trees.
What are the underground buildings
and the lakes?
Buildings go underground in Minnesota because it snows so much you can't go outside anymore. So they've built, little underground tunnels and stuff.
How do you get down there? The stairs? That would suck.
If you go, once you're inside, right? Like if you're in downtown big city Minnesota, once you're inside, that inside goes underground.
I can get downstairs. I just can't go back upstairs. I can go downstairs, but it hurts. Anyway, back on track.
Oh, and
back on track.
That's perfectly led us to our last segment. Before we crown a victor, I wanted to see if anyone in our audience had a question for our debaters tonight. If you could push them into a thought that maybe you find important. Anyone? Oh, please. Thank you.
Any thoughts on Aaron Burr's slander of Alexander Hamilton that I only know about from the musical?
These were celebrities, certainly celebrities for their time. But so what about a slander? What about the first rap diss?
I also only have information from Hamilton about that conflict. And what I extrapolated was that Burr was not part of the media, and they had a long ongoing tiff, those two families. So it was probably fine for the time. Right?
Well, someone died, didn't they?
Yeah, but he consented. He consented to being shot at. He also had a gun. Does that count?
Okay, speed round. Yes or no? Does being a politician then make you a celebrity at risk of this criticism? Yes or no?
At risk of what criticism?
The
being
celebrity.
shot?
Oh,
The media.
Take it how you
I'll
will.
allow it.
You know what? This is hard for me as the devil. I think I'm gonna, as the devil, argue in favor of bad people being shot because they're coming down to me. You know what I mean? Thank you, one person, for laughing.
Politicians are public figures. Therefore, the laws of celebrity would apply to them, literally, about libel and slander. That's why you can have horrible political cartoons about every president we've ever had. They cannot draw horrible political cartoons about any of you, or me, or any of us.
Political figures are absolutely, are public figures, and I wish they would shut up more.
So, because they actually have a role for a society to be a proper and civilization, I think if they suck at their jobs, it's okay to put that in the echo chamber that is media and social media, because they need to get another job if they're not very good at it. Celebrities, though, they can't really escape and they can't become uncelebrities. But politicians can get another job so people don't criticize them and their policies so much.
Thank you. Any other questions? I enjoyed that very much. Jenna?
I have an objection to people not becoming celebrities after being celebrities. I think Pauly Shore would beg to differ.
Of unbecoming a celebrity.
Of unbecoming celebrities.
I think an interesting example to agree with the devil is there are people who go through performing in porn and then stop and then take on new lives and do successfully take on a second career. Is someone, Dan, performing nude as you have, is that something you should take responsibility for in your next career after your nude comedy?
No, you shouldn't, because your past isn't your past. You know, it doesn't play into your current. Like, you know, you're having a second career. Well, but what about athletes? You know, if athletes do something to their career during their career, does it affect the rest of their career?
The athlete point makes me think they should take credit. Amy, what do you think?
I think everybody needs a better public relations agent to help with their PR so that the bad press doesn't keep going and things get dug up and then released. If you have a good agent on your side, they will help keep that under wraps to protect the health of you and your family and your mental health.
Concise. Adrian, should a porn star be able to put that career past behind them and take on a second career?
Yes. The only reason you wouldn't be able to get a second career is if you literally can't do anything else but suck dick for money on screen. Like, you should look at the person's qualifications beyond their sexy abilities.
Looking at them deeper than as a porn star is an excellent argument. Is that?
Well, people are multifaceted. It is completely possible for somebody to just be amazing in the sack, and maybe they want to share that with people, and they want to share it on film, but they're also just super good at writing and editing, and they want to be a journalist. Why not?
Yes.
I agree with our opponents.
Yes, I agree.
I also agree. So just to throw a wrench in, the devil, would you please disagree with Adrian? You know,
You can do
Does
it.
the devil get directions from Derek? Is that
No,
how this works?
absolutely not. And also, this is actually a really great moment to point out that I think Adrian and I have been vibing hella this whole time. I think we're gonna be friends now.
Although, okay, wait, I could do devil's advocate because the devil doesn't believe in redemption. So the devil would say, oh, well, you suck dick, so you can't do anything else. Because the devil's that little voice that says, no, you were always bad, or you were always this one thing, and you can never be more.
I thought the devil said do it.
I think the devil's pretty pro dick sucking.
I just realized you guys are the devil and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Oh, yeah. It's a new movie. It's a sequel, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and the devil.
Yeah.
And Satan.
Thank you. And with that, we are going to go into our judgment section. Jenna will tell me who won. And while we do that, why don't we start with Ashley and work our way back to Dan and tell the audience where we can see you next.
All right. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at TrashlyMonique and also TrashlyMonique on Twitter. I have 2 tweets and 2 followers, but it's going to be popping off soon, I promise. That's it, yeah.
Trashly Monique.
Oh, hey, thanks, man.
Is that Trashly Ley?
Yeah.
And is it one word or is there an underscore?
One word.
Okay. Like that? MONIQUE?
Yeah, that's exactly
Yes.
it.
Spelling. I could be a journalist, a real journalist someday. I go by my awesome photographer name is A.E. Starkey, and you can see pictures of my cats on Instagram at A.E. Starkey. There will be no boobs or anything inappropriate.
I also have an Instagram, but I don't think anyone needs to worry about that too much. So you can catch me doing improv comedy right here on this stage on July 31st at 8 p.m.
Woo!
So come back, y'all. I don't think we're live streaming that. Or never mind, it doesn't
They
matter.
probably are.
So
we?
my Instagram is Can't Blame Me.
It
Just
also
in
has
case.
pictures of cats.
It does have pictures of cats and guinea pigs and chickens, and a lot, stories that advertise the comedy I do.
I'm on Instagram at Can Stand Up Comedy. You will find pictures of my cats. I have a cat named Stevens. It's my cat Stevens, but you can call him Yusuf. Yusuf? Yeah, all right. And then you can catch me every month here. What is we? Fourth Friday of the month?
Yeah,
Still?
Bodi Pozi.
Fourth Friday of the month. All right.
Jenna, you got anything coming up?
Yes, I have a show on the 31st, Misfits.
Yeah.
All women improv with Amy. That's what she was talking about.
8 p.m. this stage.
Yeah, Misfits, right? Okay, cool. So, Dan and Amy reminded me of something cute. Let's just get a little pet talk before the judgment.
I'll allow
what's a
it.
pet? What are your pets? List them quick. Let's get them quick. What do you got?
My boyfriend Brian. That's it.
Oh wow.
I was really hoping she had cats. Because we all have cats.
4 cats, 2 dogs. The dogs are lab mixes. One of those lab mixes is half lab, half Chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
What do you call that?
Adorable.
It's he's an abomination.
I have 6 chickens, 3 guinea pigs, and 2 cats. It was one of the cats' birthdays pretty recently. I saw some memories on Facebook. It was pretty sweet. Dan, what about you?
I have 2 cats. I have Stevens and Emma Lee. Emma Lee, because we wanted to correct everybody. No, it's not Emma Lee. It's Emma Lee.
That's fun.
Yeah. We had to do 2-word name because our dog was Kepi Joe, so
The cat does kung fu.
Okay. The cat does kung fu, yes. Yeah. Oh, and I have Milo too, my ninja seal.
Jenna wanted to know how cute you could get, so that was me milking the cuteness out of you. For the final.
Fucking adorable.
Let's see that final scoreboard. So what's the scoreboard look like, Jenna?
The scoreboard looks like a bunch of messy notes from me, so I'm just going to
Beautiful.
tell you who won.
They look great
And
from
I'll
here.
tell you why. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You look great too, Derek.
That's right. So what's this like? Who won?
Okay, so the question was, is mental health, should the media be held responsible for a celebrity's mental health and the decreasing manner of what might happen with them? And I think really the only thing that was mentioned about that is the fact that mental health is not caused by the paparazzi, and therefore, thank you. Therefore, I think, unfortunately, while I disagree with them, I think the slimy paparazzi and the devil advocate win.
Great job,
And they
guys.
get +1 for teamwork, because honestly, you guys are really vibing.
Evil wins again.
And thank you so much.
I'm actually happy you guys won. I mean, you guys, fearing,
And I think it took the devil and a slimy reporter to knock Amy from her victory run. I think Amy had a consistent victory run.
Oh shit! Did I mess up your
until
victory
this
run?
one.
Well, I messed up her victory run.
Not at all.
Shit.
We're-
What's your joke? Sorry.
Yeah, we're not going to blame you. This is the Special Olympics version of the show, so your victory here and failure is equal.
Oh, wait, actually, sorry, Jenna, I object. Because there have actually been studies done on kids as they transition onto social media in middle school and high school, and how that degrades their self-image and also their how they view themselves and their mental. You have something to say.
I'm so ready for this. Covariant factors. When you adjust for lack of sleep related to them being on social media more, it evens out. Social media is actually a very small part of why teenage girls hate themselves.
I love the
You should really go to sleep and sleep for 8 hours, though. It'll fuck you up.
Sleep more, sleep hard. Thank you all for enjoying our show. I love the amount of give a fuck from all of the people on stage
Absolutely.
tonight. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, like always,
Thank
Jenna.
you, Derek.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you.
Thank you, Stab Comedy.
Thank
you,
you.
Jesse Jones.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Stab on Patreon. Follow on social media. Follow on Twitch. Subscribe. Smash the buttons. Thank you so much.
Good night.
This is how people dance on TV to imaginary music. Sometimes
Yeah,
you can
sure.
tell.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're like, those people aren't dancing to real music because they're not in sync at all, even the good dancers.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. That's that. That has been the Rebuttal presented by Bodi Pozi Comedy. And that's it for us for this evening. Thank you all for watching. Let's see where we can send. Did I just land on a really quiet track? I did. Okay, let's go. Let's see where we can send the Twitch audience. Who's doing stuff still? Let's see. Let's send you guys, if they're still going, to Show and Tell Live. Oh, we like them. Hold on. See if we can raid over there. Check us out tomorrow at 8 o'clock for, what is tomorrow? Oh, I can't do 3 things at once, guys. I'm finding my limitations. Just check it out. StabComedyTheater.com. The full calendar of events is right there. Hold on for the raid. We will see you guys tomorrow. That's right, it's the Tonight Play. Shit, sorry about that. Oh, you guys are already rated away. Sorry.
You bring me closer to God. You can have my isolation. You can have the Katy freaks. You can have my absence of